How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's great. Everybody's enjoying life. And for those who aren't, I hope that things get better for you. Content analysis 2750. My puppy dog, he's a big dog now, is my profile picture. As you see on my screen, I got everything you do comes back to you. Everything you do in life comes back to you. You want to be a certain person and exhibit a certain behavior, you got to be mindful of exactly what you're doing in life because it comes back to you. And sometimes it don't come back to you where you're harmed. Sometimes it come back to you where someone you love is harmed. You rob, sometimes you get robbed. Sometimes somebody you love get robbed. You kill, sometimes you get killed. Or somebody you love get killed. You burglarize, the same situation all the time. So you got to be careful of what you do in life. Some people say it's karma. Some people say what goes around comes around. It's all the same thing. So everything you do comes back to you. FBG DUCK was gunned down in the streets of Chicago. It was a nice section in Chicago. So they say, I've never been there. This is just my research and the things that I've learned. It was a nice section in Chicago. Any place where predominantly white is nice, I guess. But it had all the stores and, tourists and restaurants. So it was a nice part of Chicago. And FBG DUCK was murdered there. In broad daylight, he was shot down. Sad to say, things happen to people when you live in a certain lifestyle. Now, it is said that he made this song, Dead Bitches, where he disrespected the dead people of Oblock. And we know what Oblock is. I don't have to go over that, but for those who don't know, it's these little projects where they got all these tough guys, all these shooters. You go in Oblock, you get murdered or things. They have a lot of places like that in different places, like in New York City, you got different projects, you know what I mean? You got I'm from Brooklyn, so you got East New York and Brownsville, nothing but projects. You go in Brownsville, you're not from there, anything could happen to you. Same with East New York. And then you got California, the pork and beans, so everywhere that there's projects, there seems to be murder and mayhem going on. A lot of things going on. So it said that right after Duck made this song, Dead Bitches, he got murdered. Now, in the song, he said, I said I wasn't going to disrespect the dead. Well, I did. And in disrespecting the dead, sad to say, he ended up right where them dead folks is at. So wherever he's at, somebody that he killed, allegedly or supposedly, he's there with those same guys that he disrespected. Now in the bottom, you see the people that supposedly killed him. No, we can't say supposedly no more. They've been found guilty, so we can say they killed him. They participated in some way in his death. They've been found guilty, so it's no more allegedly, it's no more supposedly. The verdict is in, and it says they're guilty. So we can say they're guilty of killing FBG DUCK according to the system. Now, I said that he died after the Dead Bitches thing, But then as you go on, like YouTube is crazy because YouTube helps solve a lot of cases and give police motives, who did it, all types of stuff. If it ain't YouTube, it's Facebook. Instagram, you know, like people do things on Instagram, but they go all out on Facebook and YouTube. So then it came to say King Von put $100,000 on Duck Head. And these 5 guys, they say it's 6. I don't know what the 6th guy is. You know, the 6th guy probably did some other stuff, so he ain't posted in the picture. Went out and killed him for that $100,000. I don't know why they did it, but they did it. All right. Now, FBG mother, Miss Sheena, because I'm not going to call her Mama Duck. I see that boy FBG Butter on there always say Sheena this and Sheena that. So I'm going to call her by her name. And when she was on the news, she did not say my name is Mama Duck. She said her real name, Sheena, whatever. Anyway, Sheena, Miss Sheena, she always stayed on top of protesting about them killing Duck and bringing those boys to justice, those gangsters, them young men, to justice. She protested. She got on YouTube. She got on Facebook. Any social media she could get on, she went on. People podcasts, and she went and talked about it, and she talked about it. But lo and behold, that it didn't matter what she said because those young men told on themselves. Social media, they told on themselves. And they got wrapped up because it's a lot of killing going on in Chicago. And when you look at it, like, I be reading a lot about King Von. And they say this guy was a mass murderer, man, a serial killer. That he killed a lot of people. And he was walking around in the streets. He was even doing videos, music videos. Here's a killer. He done killed multiple people in these projects or around this neighborhood. And he's doing videos like it's nothing. Like, so what? I did it. That's that. He got locked up a couple of times. He was got out of it. That's to show you something about the system. Long as they was killing each other within their little area, within their little ghetto, their little poverty-stricken area, the police ain't care. They knew who was killing. They knew what was going on, but they ain't care. This one killing that one, so you go kill him. The police did not care. But soon as they went into a nice neighborhood where the tourists go that generates money for Chicago, 2.3 seconds, they on their back. They locking them all up. And they giving them a RICO. And that's the way it goes, like all the places within the black neighborhood. We are over-policed, but yet we're under-policed. Which means that we're over-policed because the police is always there. But we're under-policed because the police are not in a rush to lock somebody up who killing somebody in that neighborhood. So at the end of the day, you got people who just blazingly kill. And when they kill the people in the neighborhood, a lot of people's not saying nothing because they're too scared. There's people who would tell, but they're too scared that the system will put them out there and then they'll be the next one killed. When I was coming up, if you killed a black person, you didn't get a lot of time. You really didn't. My homeboy killed somebody and got 2 to 6. And when they caught him, he had a .38 revolver. And the guy was bullying him. And when they caught him, he was still squeezing the trigger. Because he done blacked out on this guy. He was still squeezing the trigger. He got 2 to 6 for that. I got 4 to 12. My other homeboy, Blue Trout, got 5 to 15. You know, like now, if you get caught up in them murders, since the crack epidemic came out and the things that these gangs are doing, they'll put you away for the rest of your life. So Miss Sheena has been protesting the whole time for her son to get justice over his killing. And that's mothers. Mothers, something happened to their child. Mothers are going to want justice for their child. They might have guys in their family that's with, Mom, we gonna go kill him, man. Later for that, man. We know who did it. No, son. That's what your mother gonna tell you. No, son. We're gonna let the police handle it. We're gonna let the police get him and lock him up. That's what mothers do. Some people you kill and go tell your mother turned you in. Your mother turned her child in because her mother said, I don't want the police to kill my child. Your mother turned your child in. See, it said 6, but they only show the 5 people. Now, this is from the Chicago News. In their push to convict 6 men in the brazen killing of rapper FBG DUCK on the Gold Coast, federal prosecutors are relying on a cast of unsavory characters to make their case. A lot of the people that the federal prosecutors had were criminals. They had cases too for shootings, drugs, robberies. You heard FBG Butter get on and when Jay Maine asked him about why he took the stand, in the end he said he was given immunity. He was given immunity for the things that he did, meaning he's not going to go to jail if it comes out while he's on the stand that he committed these crimes. Whatever crimes he was, they had him for it, that they knew he committed. Anyway, it say 2 gang members turned YouTubers have sparred with defense attorneys and evaded questions while providing potentially crucial testimony against the Oblock faction of the Black disciples in the murder and racketeering trial. Now, right there, FBG Butter got on Jay Maine's show, podcast, and he started talking about when he took the stand. And he said when he took the stand, he didn't put nobody away. He didn't testify on none of the 6 guys who were going to trial for FBG's murder. He said what he did was he put everything on people who were dead already. So that's not considered snitching. This is his idea. This is not what I'm saying. So when he said that he got immunity, I said, there's no way that the federal prosecutors is going to give you immunity and they don't get nothing out of it. You get everything out of it. You get cleared of your crimes. You don't get convicted of a crime. They go under the table, but they get nothing. The only thing you telling on is dead people. So what he did do was he listened. 2 gang members turned YouTubers have sparred with the defense attorneys and evaded questions. Wow. But in the meantime, they provided potentially crucial testimony against the Oblock faction of the Black disciples in the murder and racketeering trial. So he gave them some information that helped them with the Oblock faction of the Black disciples in the murder and racketeering trial. So some things he said were beneficial to them regarding the Oblock faction. Did he say they were actually killing people? Did he say they was robbing people? Did he say they was extorting people? Did he say they was doing this? It's just like the young thug. The thug trial, you know what I mean? Is YSL a gang? Maybe the guy's not getting up there and testifying that he did this and he did that and he did this, but is YSL a gang? That's what they're testifying to. And as a gang, what did they do? Oh, they did crimes, they did killing. You're not saying who sent them, you're not saying who did this, but you're helping them to prove one part of their case that is crucial to them convicting the people. And they didn't put the other person. A former member of the gang set has also taken the stand. So, you know, like everybody's talking about rats. When them people get a hold of you and they sitting you down and they looking you in your eyes and they got them chairs and they done gave you that water and them potato chips. If you big time, they done gave you some McDonald's or some Burger King. and they tell you, hey, we're giving you an opportunity to save yourself. You can take this opportunity or you could go ahead. Either way, you're going to get locked up. And you're going to get life in jail. You know what life is like in jail? Some people only been in jail. Some people never been in prison before. They went into county jail, and that's as far as they went. Or they went in a little local prison, and that's as far as they went. A prison where you go in there and you know a lot of people. Oh, snap, this is where you been. You see people in prison that you thought was dead. They in prison. You like, God damn, man, I thought you was dead. That happened to me quite a few times. Bill, I thought you was dead. How long you been in here? And that's the way it be. Then when you start going to prisons where you're going to be shipped around and you got to make friends, you got to find friends because your friends is not there. And your friends who already are there, they're situated. They're going to just fall back and watch how you get yourself situated in the jail. So, a lot of them going to flip on you guys, man. You guys could think all you want. When it's a whole group of people doing crimes, one of those people don't want to do that time. And you believe he's going to cooperate if they give him the opportunity. So here go what it says about about butter. Here go what it says about Butter. Now, Butter got on the stand and he said, he only told on dead people, but we see that he gave them some valuable information that they could have used in order to help them convict those brothers. I didn't say it, the news said it. And one thing about the news, I like to get my information from the news because the news is always those journalists have to fact check their information. It's not like YouTube. It's not people just assuming what's going on and just talking about it. These people have to fact check their information because if it's wrong, they would get a lawsuit and they make a lot of money. So people stand to make a lot of money for suing them. So it said Wilson testified that he had a child with Duck's sister and was close friends with the slain rapper. But Wilson's most compelling testimony related to the killing of his own sister, Gikaira Barnes, a female gang assassin who was shot and killed in 2014. In a 2014 attack that also wounded Wilson. He talked about, too, how the girl got killed and he was there. And, he said, Wilson conceded in open court that King Von, a superstar rapper and alleged Oblock leader, had killed his sister by standing over her and shooting her repeatedly. Von, whose real name is Davon Bennett, later placed a bounty on Duck's head before he was killed, prosecutors say. So he went and he confirmed that Von did place a bounty on Butter's head. Is it that they had ongoing beef? Because, but FBG DUCK was on a live or on a podcast, and he said he used to beat Vaughn up. And he said Vaughn wasn't really from Oblock. Then he came out with Dead Bitches. So, because Vaughn had got, a little upset and a little tight and put that $100,000 up out, he conceded that. Butter said he did. I ain't going with them YouTube people. He was there. He was part of that circle. So I'm going to go with what he said. Wilson's testimony came after he made public statements claiming Vaughn hadn't killed his sister. So he said while Vaughn was living, he didn't say that Vaughn killed his sister. He kept on saying, no, Vaughn didn't do it. As soon as Vaughn died, Vaughn did it. Vaughn did it. So why you ain't tell us then, man? I couldn't be considered a snitch. So I'm going to tell him now because he's dead. Nothing could happen to me because I told he dead. Y'all can't lock him up. So is mom snitching? Is that snitching? I don't know. I don't worry about snitches much because they're there. They're not going nowhere. They're not going nowhere. They like to win. They're not going nowhere. The more you incorporate people into your criminal empire, the more you got a chance of incorporating snitches. Now, these videos is these same guys. So now you got Muwop and Little Dirt shooting a new music video. So you got these guys who, okay, Little Dirt pulled Vaughn in, they Oblock. Vaughn pulling this one in, that one in, this one in. That Muwop person, you know, they were saying Muwop was their head killer. That's everywhere you see on YouTube, you see they say Muwop was their head killer. They said when Vaughn dropped that $100,000, when he showed that picture where he in the house and he got all that money and he was passing that money out. If you look at the picture, and I looked at it and I scrutinized it real good, he gave Muwop the most money because Muwop was the main hitter. Everybody else just following suit. You know, and when you got like main killers in your group, like a lot of people be scared of them. Even the boss be scared of a main killer. Don't get that twisted. A reckless killer inside a group, even the boss is scared of him. But he respects the boss. He respects the boss. He does. The boss is scared of him though. Because the boss ain't doing all that killing. The boss is the boss. He feel he don't got to do all that killing. So he's not doing all that killing. So while you doing all that killing, that boss, when you get around him, he don't want that gun on you. Put that gun on the table, man. The boss could do things. That's why he the boss. He fight, he kill. He do a lot of things too. And that's how people attract to him. So he feel it, man. If anything, and this dude try to flip out, man, that gun right there on that table, we going to fight for that gun. Bottom line. He not just going to get that gun and kill me. And the boss going to respect him a whole lot so that it don't get to that. But they said Muwop was the #1 killer. But my thing is this. Y'all getting all of this. Like, what is it about you young people out there? What is it about you young men who get this opportunity to get out the streets and make this money, and you have to go back in the streets. You have to be on a stage getting a whole lot of money and still act like a broke guy. Still do the things the broke guy do. And go to jail or get your family member killed. Or can't go back on your own block because they're going to kill you for some nonsense. It makes you think a lot about this situation with these people. So you see they would make Oblock D bands. So after the jury, my bad, y'all. After the jury, found them guilty of the crime, Miss Sheena went on the news and start saying how happy she was. Now, come on, man. Now, after the verdict was read, Miss Sheena, she went on the news. You see the daughter smiling. You know, Miss Sheena still looking sad. You know, happiness ain't all the way in her. You know, that was her money bag. You know, that was the person who was taking care of her. She lost one son, and then she lost her other son. You know, and this son, you know, Duck, was supposedly had just signed a deal. So if situation was a little different probably than his other Brick, you know what I mean? So she was on the news, and she was saying how happy she is that they were found guilty. At one point, if you look at the news, you see her daughter whisper in her ear. And right after her daughter whispered in her ear, she began to thank the government. I think the daughter told her, thank the government, Mom. Your government did it. So this is what she said. I ain't do wrong. Nothing wrong. They're fitting to come talk to me. Look, can I speak with you? Is it okay? Then she answered the question from a reporter. Yes, I feel like they serve justice. Look, from being kicked out the courtroom 3 times to just allowing God to do his work. And that's all I've been, is still. When stuff like that happened to a good person, a lot of people in the comments, I like to read the comments. A lot of people in the comments, when she said that happened to a good person, they start saying, oh, she acting like Duck was good and Duck was this and Duck was that and that nigga was not no angel. At the end of the day, a mother going to think the best of her child regardless of the situation. Some mothers, when their children get life in jail or 25 years in jail or 10 years in jail, they're happy because they know that they could not stop their kid from what they're doing going out there in that streets. But when my kid is in jail, I know where he at and where at. They don't think he could get killed in jail. That's the furthest thing from their mind. They think he's in the safest place that he could be. But people get killed in jail too. But that's a mother. A mother is not going to put her son down under no circumstances. A mother is going to be in denial that her son was doing this, that, and the other. And you see Duck on the video with guns. And you hear Duck talk about what he did. Of course, another fool, only Keefy D, going to talk about murder that he did. That's the only dumb person out there, Keefy D. Murder has no statute of limitation. Put it in a book. Tell some people. Get on podcasts and tell them. Sound convincing. Act like you with the evidence we got. We're going to lock you up because murder has no statute of limitation. Robbery has a statute of limitation. Rape has a statute of limitation. Assault has a statute of limitation. All other crimes has a statute of limitation. Meaning, if they don't get you before that statute of limitation is up, they can't get you. If they get you after that, you're going to beat it. You know, but anyway, she said, when stuff like that happened to a good person, regardless of what somebody else think of them, it ain't going to go unpunished. Nothing's going to go unpunished when you tell on yourself anyway. Nothing's going to go unpunished when you're in a white man nice area, the Gold Coast, and do some crazy, reckless shooting in broad daylight. It's not going to go unpunished. They're going to do everything in their power to get your whole gang, at least half of your gang members, vengeance. I could never want another mother to feel like this, that there are. To see their child shot down in the street like a dog, okay. They had an FBG DUCK death party. That's how it meant to them. They threw a FBG DUCK death party. Same thing that make you laugh will make you cry. That's all I'm going to say about that. And knowing that they would not do that to another family brings me comfort. Knowing they will not terrorize nobody else. They're done. The whole crew. Oblock and everything of it is done. They arse is done. They coming to get me now. Bye, y'all. Hey, she said it all. She got the justice. Duck has got his little justice, and that's what it is. She's happy. She's not sad about it. So, she went and had a thanks for sending them to jail party. She went and had a thanks for sending them to jail party. Oblock remainants, the people who remain in Oblock, they should be having a party too. Congratulations. Y'all mans and them did it. They did it. They followed the trend all the way through. They did the damn thing. You either going to get killed or go to jail for the rest of your life. When you kill somebody, you smoking their packs and all of that other stuff. And yeah, we smoking on this dead one. We smoking on that dead one. Mocking them dead people. You're having fun. That's only one part of it. You should have fun when your mans them get life too. Why not? They succeeded. They succeeded in not getting killed, but doing the other part. Going to jail for the rest of their life. Because them boys going to get life. And let me show you something. They said King Vaughn gave them boys $100,000, right? They said King Vaughn gave them boys $100,000, right? Look at the math. Look at the math. Divided by 6, that's 16,000 apiece they got. And remind you, some people might not even got that. Some people might have got 5,000 out of that, 7,000 out of that. They ain't had nothing, so they happy. $15,000. You're doing raps with Little Durk. You're doing raps with King Vaughn. Little Durk is making millions. King Vaughn is making millions. This is giving you an opportunity to make millions. But you'd rather take $16,000. At least 16.5. It actually is 16.6666666. So it's 16.5 really. And go to jail for the rest of your life. That don't make no sense to me. But it made sense to them. Because they so did it. So at the end of the day, life is the way life is. And that's the way it go. You have to be mindful of the things you do, young man. You have to know what you're getting into. Know the consequences of your behavior. Because not every behavior that you do is going to go unpunished. Some of them behaviors are going to be punished. And you're going to be punished to the full extent of the law. Them boys is looking at life in jail for $16,000. $16,000. Those boys are looking life in jail in the face. That don't make no sense. None at all. My name is Content Analysis 2750. My puppy dog is my profile picture. Y'all please like, share, subscribe to my channel, and please do comment. Mother Duck, Miss Sheena, is happy that she got justice for her son, the justice she wanted. FBG Butter, he told the truth about his situation to a certain extent because he did give up some information on the gang. Like we say, we don't know what he told them. Like, this is a good question to ask him because this is what the news saying. He gave them vital information about the run-ins of Oblock. So what did he say was going on with them? Either way, he helped in the process because, you know, he got a baby by his sister and he was real good friends with Duck. And now he's trying to be a YouTuber because he see that life is not going on. J-Man, you know, the other little guy, you know what I mean? They seeing them, they preaching peace, and that's good, bro. That's good because everybody not built for that street stuff, man. And if you want to die for nothing, die for nothing. There's always somebody want to pull you down in the drowning waters. There's always somebody that want to stop your train. There's always somebody, when you're going this way, they want to encourage you to go that way. Be your own boss. Be your own man. Stand up to the nonsense. Don't get... 16,000 ain't worth the rest of my life. It's really not. If that's your life, go ahead, man. Do what you want to do. Content Analysis 2750. My puppy dog is my profile picture. Again, please subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you very much for watching.